To preview tonight's key storylines, the Mavericks are seeking a 2-0 series lead over the Clippers, who have lost 4 straight playoff games. Dallas hasn't held a 2-0 lead since sweeping the Lakers in 2011 on the way to the title. The Lakers hoping to avoid a 2-0 series deficit. Heading into Game 2, Devin Booker can join teammate Chris Paul and become the 4th player in playoff history with 30 points in each of their first 2 career appearances. Now, Team the Nets had their first-round lead over the Celtics. Boston Nets won 4 straight when trailing 2-0 in a series, including an 11-point win over the finals-bound Heat last year. Here's a comparison of Brooklyn's Big 3 to Miami's version a decade ago. The 2011 Heat team lost to Dallas in the NBA Finals, but won 2 rings over 4 total appearances. Stephen A., would this Nets team beat Miami's Big 3?
I believe they would.
Okay.
Because I think that Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving are showstoppers. I think they're absolutely spectacular, and I think there would be no answer to stop them. You obviously have a chance in a lot of people's eyes. You got to man up, and this is one of the things I took the liberty of calling Isaiah Thomas the other day, because I said, am I wrong in saying this? When Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer, John Sally, Rick Mahorn, and James Edwards, and Vinny the Microwave Johnson, and all of them played for Detroit, Chuck Daly, Daddy Bucks, as John Sally would call him, basically, God rest his soul, he would say to them, you have to man up. You guard your man. And so you can't double anybody on Brooklyn. Mm-hmm. You can't leave anybody open. So what you have to do is keep a body in front of them, make them make a contested 3, or make them school you one-on-one like they are fully capable of doing. That's what you have to do with the Nets. You can't double anybody. Okay?
Especially not with Joe Harris there, too.
And that includes Miami. And my thing is with Miami, this same awesome team did lose to Tim Duncan, Manu Ginobili, Tony Parker, did win, but took 7 games to beat them the first go-round. With this Brooklyn team, San Antonio didn't have that kind of offense. No, I don't believe that Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Kyrie Irving would lose to the Big 3 in Miami.
You may be right on paper, but it's way too early for me to agree with you, because this is not just Kevin Durant, some abstract version of Kevin Durant. This is Kevin Durant coming off a catastrophic injury in the very next season. Let's see what he can do. This is like Kyrie and James Harden look real good, but James Harden has not yet done it in the playoffs, really. And let's see if Kyrie can keep his head on his shoulders, right? So there are question marks, Stephen A. You got to get back to me. This Nets Big 3 has played what, including the postseason, 9 games together?
8 games
Well,
together.
8 in the regular season, I think, and now 1 in the post. So I think it's 9 now. And what are they, 6 and 3?
Research gave me 8. But
yeah, that 8 in the regular
right.
season. It was 8 in the regular season. And get back to me when they win 26 consecutive games, which is what the Heat did, right? That season.
8 is nothing.
Right. They haven't done it yet. Now, that Heat team, I agree, on paper, when you break it down, the Big 3 can't do what this Big 3 can do. No Big 3 ever can do on paper what this Big 3 can do. And I'm predicting they're going to do it. And I think James Harden's going to be Finals MVP. But now they got to go out and do it. They haven't done it yet. I'm not going to say, yes, they'll take out a Big 3 who won back-to-back chips.
I'm sorry, Max. What's today's date? Today's May 25th.
25th, yeah.
2021, right?
That's right.
If you had the temerity, the unmitigated gall, to sit up there and say, no, they wouldn't beat the Big 3. And are you aware, is this something that's going to happen to him? You going to lose your job?
I have the mitigated goal. I don't have the unmitigated. It's mitigated today.
Okay, you gonna lose your job? You gonna get fired?
That's not the point.
The point is this. No. The point is, the question is, what do we think today, right now? Do you believe that the Big 3 would beat the Big 3 in Miami? This is not a crime, Max. I got your back, bro. Right. There's nothing going to happen.
Between you and me.
There's nothing going to happen.
No one else is listening.
There's nothing going to happen.
No one else is listening. Just you and me.
What's going to happen, Max?
Between you and me, this Nets Big 3 is the best Big 3 of all time. Between you and me.
But
now they got to go out and do it. Stay healthy.
I understand that. But on May 25th, if they had, who do you believe would win if they had to play each other? That's all. That's all. It's not a crime.
So, I mean, it's just pure hypothetical now because these dudes haven't done it yet. They played 9 games together.
You're off the hot seat. I got more for you. After the Game 1 loss to the Suns, Charles Barkley isn't convinced that the Lakers have what it takes to repeat. Sir Charles saying this on TNT. Nobody is afraid of them. Max?
Yeah.
What do the Lakers need to do to strike fear in opponents?
Well, right now, Chuck is exactly.
After going to OT in Game 1, I'm talking a 34-point beatdown. Giannis put up 31, 13, and 6. As for Jimmy Butler, he wasn't looking like Jimmy Buckets last night. Take a listen.
I don't think nobody's embarrassed. I think that's just part of the game. They just whooped our tail. They did. But, you know, you put this behind us. We got 2 days to get ready for this next one. I mean, I think you kind of got to just leave it at that. I don't think, you know, frustration is going to change anything. I think you just got to compete a lot harder, do things the right way. But all in all, we realized we lost this game together. We went down. We are down 0-2. We're down 0-2 together. And whenever we get home, we're going to be together whenever we play Game 3.
That chain, though, really would complete my look. Stephen A., is Butler to blame for the Game 2 blowout?
I'm going to blame him for it because I'm not talking about him just as a player. I'm talking about him as a leader. Enough's enough of this nonsense. Let me tell you something about Jimmy Butler. This brother is as real and authentic as it gets. He's a rough rider.
Yeah.
He's a star in this league. Okay, I believe in him. I believe if the Philadelphia 76ers had Jimmy Butler, they might win the championship. That's how I feel
This
about
year.
I'm talking about last year.
Yeah,
you know,
got
and
you,
the
got you.
previous 2 years. You know, he left when they lost in Game 7 of Toronto. I think if they had come back last year, I think they could have made some real noise with Jimmy Butler. I believe in this brother. Okay, and we saw what we saw from him in the playoffs, particularly in the NBA Finals. He shot 4 for 22 in Game 1. He shot 4 for 10 last night. And Jimmy Butler's, it has to stop. This is Jimmy Butler. Numbers don't matter. You know, at the end of the day, it's about winning. I appreciate that because remember with Russell Westbrook, I took the opposite point of view. The numbers, you know, a similar point of view. The numbers don't necessarily matter because I know you could do that already. Now you got to be winning instead of going home in the first round. In the case of Jimmy Butler, yo, bro, you the star. You the face of the franchise. You the face of the franchise. Enough of this, okay? This is the franchise that Zoe and Shaq and D Wade and LeBron and those cats were at. You the new standard. And the reality of the situation is that Jimmy Butler has to show up and be Jimmy Butler. Enough of this passive stuff. Enough of this fitting in. You a star, okay? You might not be a superstar because like I said, there's levels to this LeBron and guys like that on another level, but damn it, you showed, especially in the NBA Finals, that you're on an elevated level when you want to be. You got to want to be every night come playoffs. Enough of this 4 for 22 shooting or 4 for 10 and finishing with 10 points and we just trying to get things right. You Jimmy freaking Butler. Enough's enough. Stop playing. Because damn it, you know me, Max.
He wants to go to Miami.
There we go.
That's what this is all about. When we were on the call, let me just say one thing I want to get to you. We're on the call. He's like, I want to talk about Jimmy Butler. I knew it right away. I knew you so well because you got to fire him up because you want to be in South Beach. This is about you.
I appreciate the fact that you know me so well.
I do.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm very flattered. Bottom line is,
pay
I mean it.
attention.
I ain't playing.
Oh my God.
Enough's enough.
You better pack your bags.
Handle
He's
your
not
business.
trying to fire up any
Handle
other
your
squad.
business, Jimmy.
You're going
Miami.
from
I mean, come on.
here in New York with the Nets to either Philly or Milwaukee. So make your travel plan.
I understand.
Now,
I understand, but let it be because they beat you, not because you walking around. I'm just trying to
tell
fit
you who
in.
to blame.
You ain't fit
When
in,
he
you
does
Jimmy
call
Butler.
people out at work
Take
sometimes,
over.
I got to give him that.
Take over.
let me tell you who to blame.
Okay.
Okay? Because you're looking for someone to blame in case you don't go to Miami. And it's not Jimmy Butler, although I can't disagree with your point, basically. Butler's got to play better than that. I'm sure he knows.
Yes,
the
he
heart
knows.
and soul
He
of the
knows.
team.
He knows.
But Jimmy Butler can't guard everyone. Britton Forbes can't miss from the outside. All the shooters are hot. He can't guard everyone. He can't be everywhere. But you know who does make decisions if you're looking for someone to blame? Eric Spoelstra. Now, Eric Spoelstra makes decisions like burying Tyler Hero on the bench. Remember what Tyler Hero did in the playoffs last year? He was a superstar. Now,